The following program was funded in part by Turner Foundation, a private, independent family foundation working to protect and restore the natural systems, water, air, and land on which all life depends. By Johnson Controls, promoting the efficient use of energy in homes, cars, and workplaces. Johnson Controls is proud to support efforts to create a more comfortable, safe, and sustainable world. Johnson Controls, ingenuity welcome. Southern Alliance for Clean Energy, promoting responsible energy choices that address global warming problems and create clean, safe, and healthy communities.
Sierra Club, more than 1 million of your friends and neighbors who are committed to promoting smart energy solutions. Sierra Club is proud to support Kilowatt Hours and to explore, enjoy, and protect the planet.
Stonyfield Farm, organic yogurt, smoothies, and milk. Taste the difference, make a difference. Stonyfield.com.
And by Mother Earth News, America's magazine for living wisely.
Carbon offsets for kilowatt hours provided by Renewable Choice Energy.
What if, every time we flipped the light switch at home, a mountain exploded in West Virginia? Or every time we turned on the air conditioner in summer, a child suffered an asthma attack? Or when we turned up the heat, the entire planet was warming? And what if, instead of all that, we had a choice of something better? What choice would you make?
And then there's the energy we all take most for granted, electricity. Over the next 20 years, just meeting projected demand will require between 1,300 and 1,900 new power plants. That averages out to more than 1 new power plant per week, every week, for the next 20 years.
I've heard it said, when you do things the way you always have, you'll get what you've always gotten. Today we have global warming, air pollution, and all sorts of health problems that are tied to the way we generate electricity. In making this documentary film, I traveled to the source of our electricity and found some serious problems taking place today, like mountaintop removal coal mining in the Appalachian Mountains.
They use 2,500 tons of explosives a day in Appalachia.
I interviewed experts about global warming.
Without any doubt, it is a scientific fact that the world is getting warmer, and also it has become crystal clear that that warming is primarily due to human activities, especially the burning of fossil fuels.
And I found children suffering the consequences from air pollution that is largely a result of burning coal in power plants.
We're poisoning our grandchildren. We've got to stop.
The solution is really simple. Step 1. Use energy more efficiently. Step 2. Use green power. For example, wind power is green power. Renewable, limitless, pollution-free, and no coal mining required. Solar power is green power, converting sunlight into electricity. Green power works best when the inside of the home is energy efficient. Most of our homes and buildings today are not efficient, wasting enormous amounts of energy and making the problems worse. If we eliminate wasted energy and use green power, the problems will vanish. To learn more, I traveled to Atlanta and met with Danny Orlando,
Energy Star Doors,
an Energy Star specialist with the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency.
Let's go shopping for energy efficient products. Products labeled as Energy Star include air conditioners, lighting, dishwashers, television sets, and home electronics. There are now more than 50 products that carry the Energy Star logo. Refrigerators operate 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. The good news is they're 40% more efficient today than just a few years ago. So if you replace your old refrigerator, you're going to see a significant savings on your energy bill. Energy Star programmable thermostats, if used properly, can save you $150 a year. Now that's a week's worth of groceries, and it's going to make your house more comfortable. This is your typical top-loading washer, uses about 500 kilowatt hours per year. Now let's compare that to an Energy Star qualified front-loading washing machine, and you'll see if we look at the Energy Guide label that it uses 167 kilowatt hours per year. Now that's less than half of the standard washer we just looked at. Now there's some savings for you. How's this for water cooler chit chat? Energy Star. Energy Star doors and windows. They keep the heat out in the summertime and they keep it in the wintertime. Energy Star can also be found on home ceiling, weather stripping and insulation products. That's why I like home improvement stores. They're just a gold mine of energy saving ideas and products.
Danny walks his talk.
I want to show you a few things about my house.
He showed me the simple steps he took in his own home.
It's important I went around and caulked around all the outside surfaces that might be leaking into the house here. And what a great opportunity when you're able to replace your heating and cooling system with something that's rated as Energy Star. See all that black right there? That's an air leak, and I can feel it right here. The typical home wastes about 20% of the warm and cool air that's delivered through those ducts. A great way to seal that is to mastic your ducts. And for $11.47, you can save about $200 a year. So we seal it up. Literally, when you're doing this, you're picking up dollar bills right off the ground that you don't have to pay later. Let me show you some R38 cellulose, which is ground up newspaper, in the attic for insulation. Every kilowatt hour you save by doing these things is a pound of coal that we don't have to burn. Let me show you my savings. And you can see how it's dramatically dropped. So far, I've cut the air leaks in this house in half. That's significant. I've also saved $600 a year on my power bills.
Danny did such a great job that his entire home qualified for the Energy Star rating.
Any home can be an Energy Star home, but there's three things you need to do. One, seal it up. Seal those ducts and seal the air leaks in your house. Two, put insulation above your head and down by your feet. Three, if you're going to replace appliances or major heating and cooling equipment, look for the Energy Star. And that's home performance with Energy Star.
With our new knowledge, Heather and I made a few more changes in our apartment. Being on a tight budget, we went to a used appliance store and bought an energy-efficient refrigerator for $200. After installing the lights and refrigerator, we noticed a dramatic drop in our energy bills, cutting electricity use in half compared to the previous year. We now save between $25 and $50 a month. My experience at home inspired me to search for the energy savings potential in America. I was amazed at what I found.
Before considering building another power plant, a community should look at what is the potential for energy efficiency in the community.
I traveled to Austin, Texas, where they are mining for energy savings in buildings instead of building new power plants. Mayor Will Wynn explains.
One of my favorite stories is that in the early 1980s, the city of Austin purchased 3,000 acres on the edge of town on which to build a 500 megawatt coal-fired power plant. Immediately after purchasing the land, the city, however, started thinking about what will be more cost-effective and instituted some aggressive utility-sponsored conservation programs.
Every day, Austin Energy sends a team of experts to homes and businesses in the community to find wasted energy and eliminate it.
Oh, there you go. Here's a good shot of what we face here. A huge loss of energy going through that hole right there.
One of the most cost-effective things that we've seen in the recent years is sealing your air ductwork in the air conditioning systems reduces the energy consumption by a tremendous amount.
That needs to get sealed up, and we need to isolate this whole area as best as we can. We'll use this material here to cover the big holes. Then they'll go back in over all the seams. with this stuff here. It's called mastic, and it's an air seal.
What we have done here in Austin is, in essence, build a conservation power plant, which is basically building the equivalent of a typical conventional power plant through energy conservation and efficiency measures.
Austin Energy's conservation programs provide the same amount of energy as building a coal-fired power plant, but for half the price, making this the cleanest and cheapest source of new energy.
We can demonstrate that daily we can serve more than 600 megawatts of electricity each day. That coal-fired plant was never built, it's never going to be built, and we have continued to grow our economy while doing that.
In Chicago, I stumbled upon one of the best-kept green power secrets today.
Welcome to Taco Burrito King, where all our salsas are made with solar hot water.
Hot water is one of the biggest energy expenses for businesses and homes. What if we could get that hot water for free?
We proudly present our 9 panels.
This restaurant was the first in America to use solar hot water.
Water circulates through the panels on the roof. The heat is collected, water presently at 160 degrees. In the long run, it will pay for itself, and it was the minimum that we as small business owners could do to help out Mother Earth.
Solar hot water can work anywhere.
This is a net zero energy house. Has all the amenities of any house, except very efficient appliances, good windows, mechanical ventilation, and on the roof, solar collectors. At this moment in time, the house is actually producing more energy than it's consuming. You can see the meter for the solar going pretty fast, and the net meter actually going in reverse. What that's telling us is that the solar energy is now being pushed across the grid and hopefully displacing some small amount of coal in a TVA power plant somewhere.
Here's a challenge for all of us. Let's reduce our electricity use by 25% or more in every home, school, and business. As our electricity bills go down, let's sign up for green power, at least one block, and put solar technologies on our homes, if we're able. We can do this. Think of the jobs it'll create and the boom to the economy as we tackle this challenge. This effort requires cooperation from public officials and the government, utilities and manufacturers, builders, teachers and students, nonprofit organizations, and everybody. All of us doing our part, starting at home. Come on, get excited! We owe it to the people of Appalachia and to our children. We owe it to ourselves to take this challenge seriously. If we do, I believe one day soon we'll wonder how we ever let it get so bad in the first place. And we'll marvel at how easy it was to fix it. Thank you for taking this journey with me. The real journey is about to begin.
For more information about this program or to request a DVD, please visit www.kilowatthours.org.